I'm Melody. Welcome to my channel making Melody Crafts. Oh my gosh, there's a bug. Oh my gosh. I can't find a thing in this mess. Do you ever say that? Well, then you've come to the right place. I'm Melody. Welcome to my channel making Melody Crafts. And welcome back to another craft organization series. I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna have a blast. So hit that subscribe button and we'll get started. We're down at the craft table and I just cannot believe the mess that's under this. Here we go. I'm gonna remove this paper and just show you because it is, I don't know what to say, but it is so bad. We're in the purple drawer today and let's just do it. I'm gonna just pull it off like a bandage. This is just the beginning, I assure you. Pretty much everything in here is the purple drawer, but I also kind of threw in all my metallics and all manner of stuff, and when I wasn't sure where to put it, I just kind of put it in here. You have a place like that, right? Right? Don't you? Okay, you know what we gotta do? If we're gonna organize anything, we've gotta get it out of there. Now, this drawer is empty, but wait, there's more. The purple drawer with metallics had just overflowed, and so I wound up just kind of filling that blue drawer when we went through that the other day. This drawer is going to be just purple, and then in the other drawer we'll put metallics, anything neutrals, earth tones, anything like that. Everything black and white. But this one we'll just do purple and we'll see how that works out. Let me tell you, this is a big job because there's so much in this drawer. This drawer will not get the better of me. So I'm gonna give you some hints and tips and tricks for how to manage, you know, just lots of different little embellishments, how to deal with it. We're gonna go through it and I'm going to be victorious over all of my paper ephemera. This one's already labeled, as you know I like to do with my label maker. I just kind of love that. And I don't have one on the top here, so I actually think I'm gonna grab one of these here. And these labels from the Brother Label Maker, I like them a lot, and you can usually remove them pretty easily. So now we've got one there that says purple. That should be good to go. And then we're gonna just get in all the things in here that are purple and that are fairly large. These are a bunch of die cuts. I do have die cuts in another spot, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We're just gonna focus on this purple drawer. So if you have a big job in front of you, if you have just something that just seems so daunting, right? Just work on one small space. I feel that that is where I have gained the most success and the most victory, quite frankly, over things like this. This is what we've got left now. I grabbed another one of these containers from that, like, you know, meal planning thing that I found in the clearance at a grocery store, so don't overlook those things. And this one says proteins, but when I look at these containers, all I'm really looking at is the colors of the lids or the color of the container itself, because they're super great for organizing by color. Now that little kitty doesn't fit in there, so he'll have to go over there. Now this container, and these are handy dandy. I also find these at my local grocery store. I think I'm going to use these for all of these little tiny pieces, and I'm going to get those in there. In case you missed this in one of the other videos in this series, you got your broom, you got your dustpan. I just scoop like that, and it kind of helps if you have short nails or just any issues with picking things up. That is a pretty handy way to pick up little things. And these are the Rubbermaid take-alongs. I like these. You can get several, but they all have the same color lid, which is why I just go ahead and use a label just to make life easier. You could say, well, they're clear, you just kind of look in it. You can kind of see what color it is. It's just better to organize things, take some of the guesswork out, right? Make life a little easier. Now, oh my gosh, what should we dive into first? The metallics or literally purple? Well, when I'm faced with this kind of a thing, I look around and whatever I see the most of, that's what I'm gonna grab. Right now I don't see mostly purple around my tray here, around this drawer. I see mostly metallics. I'm just gonna grab them, don't overthink it. So here we go. We got some drawer pulls, we've got paper clips, I've got gears, I've got letters, I've got things hooked onto letters. It's just wild here, people. I've got metallic ribbon, more metallics. So I'm gonna continue to gather these up and then I'll show you what I've got. Oh my gosh, check it out, all of the metallics. So, you know, this is like a garland, but I think I'm just probably gonna put this with our wrapping paper and Christmas stuff. Then there's a whole bunch of this wire garland with like stars on it, but a lot of the stars are falling off. So I might have to pitch this. I'm not sure right now. That I'm gonna leave aside because that would probably go with my Christmas decorations for, you know, my home or a tree. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. This is just for my crafts. So when you are organizing, just try to focus on a smaller thing, a smaller area, and keep your categories pretty defined so that you can be assured of more success. These are all the things that we have. Aren't they adorable? Oh, sorry, they're upside down. Aren't they cute? As you know, I love to get things off of the packaging because when I have it on there, it just takes up more space than I'm willing to give it. And I do love to put the prices on things of what I paid, you know, like after a sale or after a discount. But does it really matter? Not really. I'm just gonna get them off of all of these and put them away into a container. One thing I wanted to show you was I got some of these book plates at Staples in the clearance spot. Don't overlook the clearance spot at Staples. It's really awesome. These are adhesive. So if I just yank these off of the backing, now obviously everything's gonna stick to them. So we don't want that, right? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the packaging and I'm just going to carefully cut these apart. So now the backing will still be on there and now I can easily fit it into my drawer because my goal is not to have pretty packaging. My goal is to have organized supplies. That's what we're gonna do. All of these things that were in these little bags, I just went ahead and cut open the plastic and got those out and now that's all in here. And some things I did go ahead and sort of leave, I just air quoted sort of leave on the packaging. So these are miniature bobby pins, which can be really great in crafting and junk journals because they're just teeny tiny. They're about, oh, I'd say maybe, I don't know, an inch long. So I left those on there because they'd just be kind of hard for me to find in here, frankly. And then these are little handmade tags that are made out of metal, and I don't want those to get scratched because I can sew those onto something. But you know, this is one of those things that was in those little plastic sleeves. So I got them all out and I've had these probably, I'm gonna say probably 20 years. You know how it is, right? Now, of course, in here, yes, there's tons and tons of things, but at least this is all metal. These are the actual backing to, or the paper to go into the book plates. Honestly, I don't really need that. I'd probably do my own. It's really cool that they provide it. These are the Martha Stewart book plates, but I'd probably just do my own. So I'll just go ahead and put this paper with my paper. So anytime that you get something like that, you know, obviously you put it where you want it and what's gonna work for you in your home or your situation. Now what we have left to do is these. So, you know, they're really just little, they're like a decorative paper clip and they're pretty cool, right? But why have them on here? I can just have them in here plain. I'm gonna finish doing all of these and then be right back. Now all of those are in there. I did break my rule one time and I went ahead and left these little metal, I don't know what they are, they're made by Offray. So you would obviously, you know, glue those on. But I'm gonna leave them in there just because they'd be hard to find, frankly, in this container. But at least now I know this is all my metallics. There's just a ton in there, but that's okay. Just snap that down. And now when I look at that, I know, okay, everything's in there. It's all my metallics. They're not moving around a ton. And honestly, I don't open these drawers constantly. So I think that'll be okay. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about things getting scratched and whatnot. This is some of the packaging that some of the things were on. The sprocket gears was on this, and then those keys were on this. Those metal keys turned out to be only 40 cents a piece because I got them on sale. So that's pretty cool. And I'm actually going to save the packaging this time. I do that from time to time because there's lots of cool stuff you can make out of that. There's a bunch of videos of that kind of thing too on YouTube, of course. Let's keep it going. This is, you know, it's really ribbon, but for now I'm just going to put it aside. I can always come back to that at another time. I've got a little tray that I actually decoupaged, and I'll link a video here if you want to see this tray, which you can't even see the bottom right now. And then this turntable. I think the tray has less in it And frankly, it's all quite overwhelming. I'm just gonna focus on a smaller area. And then usually that just helps me, spurs me on towards success. This is the container that I'm gonna use. It's just an old container from some stamps, from some rubber stamps. And I'm just gonna use this one for different pieces of paper that are metallic. This was pretty cool. So I purchased some of these, you know, cupcake liners that you get, and these were in clearance again at a grocery store. So I'm kind of like, I think I'm like the clearance queen or something. Yeah, am I? Say I am, please. So I thought these were all purple, but they're not. They're actually two colors. It said that right on the packaging. I didn't bother to take the time to read it. You know how it is. So that's all right. So I divided them up, and these have, you know, they're metal on the inside. And there's so many crafty ways to use that kind of a thing. That's why I grabbed it. Now, if I were to see another one of these, well, I got this too at that time, but if I were to see another one of these now, no, I wouldn't buy it because I haven't gone through this yet. We're gonna leave the purple here in this drawer, and then the pink I'm gonna put with the pink and red drawer. Bonus moment. I found something the other day, and it's just a little soap dish. And I needed something else for some pink things in the pink drawer. Aren't they adorable? Oh, he's upside down. Pretty cute, right? So that was just another situation where I saw something, the price was pretty good at 69 cents, and I was just happy to get that, and made in the USA. So another little something for the pink drawer. Now I won't keep doing that because of course I do have enough now, and that drawer is full. Every space is used, but that's what it's there for, to hold my supplies. I am getting a little bogged down because, you know, these are, again, tiny pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and pull two things. The largest thing I see, and then also anything purple. Now, all of these teeny tiny metallics are in here. As I keep going through what's left, eventually what I did was just started looking for the metallics. So when you have a bunch of tiny things, it's just a good idea sometimes to look for maybe something different in there. So any little pieces like that. So now all of that will go in there. There we go. And yes, there are some tiny pieces in there. To be honest with you, I wouldn't normally do that. I just don't have another tiny container right now. This container holds a lot, and it's just the perfect size, and it's not any larger than the supply. So I am going to keep them right in that. I am liking it. So now that this tray is empty, and this is the tray that I was speaking about that I had decoupaged, there was a mosquito around when I was going through this paper, and then I tried to get the mosquito and paper went flying everywhere. You know, those fun things, they happen, right? But that's all right. We just keep going and press on. Now we've got this tray to go through. So I'm gonna kind of make a dent in that and get some place with that, and then show you what I've got. Since I'm going to have just purple in this drawer, I think, and then the metallics and all my neutrals and everything else is going to go down there in that bottom drawer. So that'll be the last drawer in this little cart, this embellishment cart, which I got at Big Lots. It's my embellishment cart, but it's just a 5-drawer cart. And all the dimensions for that, what I paid and all of that is in the first video. So check it out. Maybe I'll link it here if I remember. Hopefully I will. This is a bunch of graduation confetti, and I just put it in an old gigantic pill bottle that's, you know, clean and everything. But check it out. So it just says congrats grad and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is really super fun. So I did label it, and I'm gonna leave it in the drawer like this because there's quite a lot, and I can't think of a better way to organize that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some of the metallics down here. So let's get that in, because now I'm running out of space in the purple drawer. Those metallics will go down there for now. They're just gonna chill there, and I'm gonna continue with the purple drawer. Anything that is just purple will stay here, and then the metallics I'll just kind of put to the side maybe. Or how about putting this tray, right? And then we'll throw them down on the bottom when we're ready for that. I have to say, this has kind of surprised me, but we're getting there. It's kind of going a little bit faster now. So a couple other things that I found was some more of these paper clips with little tassels attached. They're just adorable. Now we've only got a couple more things to go. So one of the things that I found was, well, this is something that one of my kids made back when they were, you know, in school. Our children are all adults now. And look at that, some little treasure there at the bottom, all metallic punched out little stars. So let's put that down in this drawer. And then these were some things that I'm pretty sure I got these at Walmart. These were in the clearance spot, so I just need to untangle these, and yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And then one of the other things, this was I think from the clearance spot at Staples. This one definitely could go in with purple, and they're magnets. It says, "Let's continue this adventure," and it's Horizon Group USA. We're almost done. We're round and third and headed for home. These were a whole bunch of the things. If you've seen Trader Joe's flyers, they always have such cool things, don't they, on their ads? So I just went ahead and cut them out, and you know, maybe I'll use that on a card in the future on a craft item that I do. So I just went ahead and kind of quickly cut those out, doing some tiny trimmings, as I like to say. So let's untangle those. Let's see, how long do you think that's going to take me? Well, for you, it'll be like, you know, half a second. But let's see. Not too bad. It took me about 2 minutes. Thought that would, you know, take a lot longer. There that is now, and then this is one continuous piece. Pretty fun. I don't remember what I paid for this right now, but I'm sure it was pretty economical. Excited about that. But I just don't want to toss these someplace loose. Now I could keep them with the jewelry things that I have. I have some jewelry findings and stuff like that. But I think it would just be a better idea to keep them separate. So this is actually another package that I just opened that had something else in it, but I noticed this plastic is actually fairly sturdy, so we're going to use that, and I'll put these in here. That way when I want them, I don't have to untangle it from another one. Oh my goodness, did you just see that? It just came out the other end. Well, those things happen, so plan B, I'm going to grab a little package. All right, paper crafter prepared, and I see that mosquito again. So, oh my goodness, if I can get him, I'm gonna get him. I don't want to get bit by a mosquito. That's just no fun, is it? So let's slide them in here. Those are both in there now in a little package so that when I want them, I don't have to untangle them again. I should have shown you this before I had it in the package, so sorry, I hope there's not a glare. I'll try to hold it so there isn't. But yeah, they're also just little leaves. I think this is a feather and these are leaves, or is that a feather too? It's kind of hard to tell. There we go, you can see it there, right? Really cute. Those are gonna go in the drawer underneath because that's where we've got all our metallics. Pretty cool, right? So let's get these guys down there too. Those say handmade. And then this is something that I actually got off of Etsy a few years back, and I haven't used it yet. I had a plan for a couple different things, and it just didn't work out, something really specific. But anyways, so I can use these in different crafty ways, and they're metal, and they're just little, like, little ships. So, well, they're little of big ships, you know, miniatures. So silver, blue, red, and green, of course, I know, and here I have them in with the metallics. So what am I doing? I know, it's just wild times, like I like to say, but I'm just gonna leave them in here for now. That, I think I'm gonna close that. So these are just a bunch of, well, mostly neutrals. And now I don't have to worry about that spilling. So that'll stay in there, that'll be good. And I think I'll leave some of the neutrals with the purple because that metallic drawer, I have a feeling, is going to fill up. Because there's always something else that's metallic that I find or I had in another space. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to kind of, let's see, are these all the same? Okay, now these are all the same. These are all black and white. Really, really cool. It's like a zebra print or something. So I like that. And let's just put that down here with the metallics for now. That'll be just fine. So if you remember in the first video, this little hair bow, I thought it was just adorable, right? It's made out of leather, and I got that off of Etsy. I think I'm going to call the purple drawer good for now. Let's go ahead and close that up. And what else? I'm looking around here to see if there's anything that I missed because, gee, I think the drawer is just a little empty. But see how that is? Isn't it kind of cool? Like, things are just kind of a mess, right? And then you start just kind of putting things together, and one thing leads to another, and before you know it, you have an organized space. So, I'm liking it. Let's go ahead and get the purple drawer back into the cart, and then we're going to finish up with this and with the things that we have in our little tray right here. Right now I have found these. They are little paper key tags. Do you remember when, you know, you go to like a pool, well, you know, like when we used to go to pools, I don't know. And they would have like a number on there. What did that mean? I don't remember right now. Was it like a number for a locker, or was it just a number to get a towel? But anyways, I took some of those. When I saw these in the clearance spot at Walmart, I was like, yes, please. So they were only $3.72. So I went ahead and did some stenciling and then some stamping on the front and on the back. So those are super fun things to hang on different things that I make. So, whoop, it's upside down. And there's another one, and that one just says for you, right? So there's always some cool, fun stuff you can do with things like that. So these are already decorated, and they're metallic, so they're going in there. These are the things we have left. Some vintage paper, some upcycled napkins that I stamped on, and different things like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the purple drawer. So I'll have, you know, kind of like browns and things in there, because there's a lot of room in there. And this one, as you can see, filled up pretty quickly. And then these neutrals as well, they'll be over there. Let's put that in there too. I also went ahead and used this little container, super sturdy, for the leather bits that I have, the different things to, you know, label things, and then these two little leather straps that I might make one into a bracelet or something like that. So that'll go in with the purple. And then again, we have some of this shredded paper that was purple. I might keep that one over here. The other one that I had, I put in with my gift wrap, but I might hold on to that one over here. Now those are put away in the purple drawer, and let's go ahead and get a lid onto this one. So all of our metallic things, this is super heavy. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you had fun or learned something, please subscribe. That would help me out so much. And I really do appreciate my subscribers from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And I'll catch you later.